Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So for you guys I have another K-pop unpopular opinions, and if you haven't seen the first video I will leave it up here in the suggestions so you can check it out. And before we start I would like to put a disclaimer. These are all based on personal opinions only, and I suggest you to take it lightheartedly and respect other people's opinions. So that's out of the way, let's jump into the video. NCT Dream featuring Harvey's Don't Need Your Love is the best Western collaboration in K-pop. Talking about this collab, I was really happy when this song was announced, and this song did not disappoint me one bit. The things I actually like about this collab is the overall song. Firstly, the song is so good and it's very catchy and upbeat. Second is the line distribution. The line distribution is really good. All the members got time to shine, and the first verse was only sung by Harvey, the other verses and the chorus was shared by Ranjan Chandler and Ji-sung, and the bridge being shared by Jaemin and Jeno. And lastly, they genuinely had fun making this collab. Their interactions were not awkward, there was no language barrier, and they seemed to have a lot of fun. I feel that if this song was properly promoted, it would have become much more known. So if you haven't heard the actual song, I will leave a link down below so you can check it out. Hanzona by Purple Kiss is underwhelming. Now that I finally gotten to listen to this song, I just don't see the hype around it. In my opinion, the saving graces of this song is its verses, while the chorus is honestly the weakest part of the song, and is also the reason why I can't bring myself to even like this song. Superin only has that one verse that carries that entire song. This isn't to say that their songs are bad, but if people are listening only to that one certain part, then what's the point? Fans are supposed to enjoy the whole song instead of that one popular verse. What's the point of having only one verse carry your entire title track? For example, Mark's verse in Jopping was the only thing that saved their song. Taeyong and Baekhyun came in at second. And 100, even though it's a pre-release single, it didn't even have a verse that saved the song. I actually prefer Twice's rap verses in their more cutesy song. I think this is quite ironic since rap isn't what you would expect to fit well in a cutesy song. When it comes to Twice, it fits perfectly. For example, in songs like Cheer Up, TT and What Is Love, in these songs, Dayan and Chaeyoung have a more rhythmic talk singing style of rap, which is very catchy and fits in well with these songs. I know this isn't a proper style of rap, but it sounds nice for their songs. Whereas in their more mature conceptual songs, like More and More, Feel Special and I Can't Stop Me, their flow just doesn't flow nicely within the songs, and they sound out of place. Treasure should have been a boy Blackpink. Their debut would have been way more successful. People have been calling Treasure a flop already because of some YouTube views and make them look way less successful. Their song Boy is not public friendly. It seems catchy to some people, and personally I know I only thought it was okay. Even though their songs aren't great, I don't think it explains why the debut seems to be least successful of all YG debuts. The reason could be that there are too many members in Treasure, and there are not much strong visuals in Treasure besides the Japanese member Haruto. I think YG didn't create a male version of Blackpink, like lots of visuals and 4 to 5 members, because of misogyny. It seems to me that he feels that women's looks in K-pop are way important than men's, which isn't the case in 3rd and 4th gen K-pop. Men's visuals are equally important. And most of Treasure fans are also blinks, so when people say that they are Blackpink's brother and non-fans go to check Treasure out, the lack of similarities probably don't help Treasure at all. Why Not by Luna is their best choreography till date. Why Not's choreography is so snappy and fun, and their synchronization is just perfect. I think their movement in the chorus fits the minimalist beat, the dee da dum dee dum part. Okay, so the next opinion is not mine. I just found it and I'm gonna read what the writer has to say. And I want to know what you guys think and feel about this opinion, so leave your views down below in the comments. I just want to say that don't go after this writer, he's just expressing his opinion and everyone is entitled to one. Okay, so the opinion is that 80s Mingy has a fake sounding deep voice. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. Let me start off by saying that I am by no means an 80s stan or a vocal coach, so I'm not entirely aware to what extent he uses his voice. As a deep-voiced Korean myself, I find Mingy's voice to sound rather forced and unsuited for his natural tone. I understand that many rappers utilize a technique to deepen and add rasp to their rapping, but it just doesn't feel right with Mingy. It almost feels incomplete. I feel it's missing the bass, which would be more bassful tone underneath his spoken words. It almost feels like he's speaking in a constant yawn and forcing his throat open to resonate more than his natural voice allows. There is always the argument that this gives him a unique property that no other typically deep-voiced rapper slash singer have, but I can't get over the idea that it sounds like someone is trying to put a deep voice rather than someone who just has one by default. Though this is a fairly popular opinion, I believe that Felix from Stray Kids has one of the best deep voices in K-pop. It has that proper rumble to it that gives it so much more presence and validity in their songs whenever he has a line. God's Menu is a perfect example of an artist who is used to having and using a deep voice. I feel Mingy's best voice in any of their title MV tracks is Wonderland because the song needs more volume and intensity, which then in turn adds more compression to his voice that normally isn't there, which helps to establish that richer sound. Okay guys, that's the end of my unpopular K-pop opinions video, and again, if you haven't checked out my previous one, I will leave it a link up here. And if you have any personal opinions that you would like to share, feel free to leave it down below in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you all liked it. Bye.